Hey everybody, welcome back to another video on Isart. Today we're going to be looking at my custom Marvel Legends Spider-Man 2099 from Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. And in this video we'll be doing an overview over like the figure itself, and then also the changes that I did to make it, because this is actually made out of the basic Spider-Man 2099 figure from a couple months ago. Oh, actually a year ago now, but yeah, here we go. Alright, so to start off, we're going to be taking a look at how I made this guy. So originally, when I made him, I bought the basic toy of 2099, and it was alright. It had the right height, had a really good sculpt, and I could see the potential of it, but it just didn't have quite the amount of articulation that I wanted with it. So as you'll see in some pictures here, the first thing I did was a neck mod, which I gave him I think it was a McFarlane joint, but I just cut off the original joint and then hollowed it out and used hot glue to create a socket. And then from there, I think I remember I added sculpt to his traps, because 2099 has humongous traps, and that's one thing that a lot of people haven't really put on their customs. But and then after that, it kind of progressed. So then from there, I added sculpt to his shoulders as well, and eventually I started adding other joints to like his hands and his legs. One of the most challenging things definitely for this custom project was getting his torso cut in half to get the upper torso area. That was some insanely hard plastic that I didn't want to ruin too bad for the sculpt. But yeah, that took a while, and here's what it looks like on the inside. But yeah, no. Also, the ab area was completely 100% from scratch. Completely sculpted it, and I actually used an imprint of the original torso that I did before I cut it in half, so I could preserve some of the sculpt that I imprinted on my original one, which you also see here. And then yeah, so I actually also had, and originally I had a different hip joint, but that just kept scratching the paint and it didn't come out the best, and it didn't look the best, so I decided that I was going to completely redo it, and I used different parts, and yeah, I'm really happy with how it came out. But yeah, it was a lot of work, a lot of different figure joints, just random stuff I had laying around. You will notice some of the stuff I decided to keep, like, I didn't add double jointed arms. I did hollow out, like, I did give some clearance for the arms to move up more, so it gets just to, I think, 90 or around just 90 now, but, I decided not to do double joints because I was kind of lazy, and same thing with butterfly joints. I just didn't want to have to worry about the whole system, and he's fine without them. I can get him in most poses without them, so yeah. Now, taking a look at some of his accessories, so I could have made him more, and I know one I'm probably going to see in the comments complaining, maybe, is no Miguel head, but I don't really care enough right now to really have an unmasked. He's gonna be masked on my shelf because he's a menace. So but anyways, I made him 2 claw hands, and these are basically, so these hands are some old like Toy Biz, I think it was like Doc Ock, like an old Spider-Man Classics Doc Ock figure, but I added claws to them, and then I sculpted on these details. Not the best work, but they do. It was kind of a pain because the sculpt was a little bit rubbery. And then this is just a hand from the basic figure originally. It's just kind of like an open hand because I need an open hand normal for future animation. And then another like extra wristband. This isn't made the same way as that one. This one's just a quick little thing for, again, an upcoming animation. But yeah, and then he obviously has 2 fist hands, which are also off of like some random toy I had in my fodder bin. And the bracelet actually that he's wearing is from the Marvel Legends MCU Mordo from Multiverse of Madness. I just trimmed it and then sanded some parts and painted others. The wristwatches aren't completely screen accurate, but they work well enough.
Enough of this. Lila, get me out of here.
Now for size, he stands at about, let's see, 6 and like 3/4 inches, which is pretty accurate. He's supposed to be taller than most of the figures. And yeah, here, let's get into size comparisons. Here he is standing next to my SH Figuarts bootleg Miles Morales from Across the Spider-Verse, and I'd say he scales like really well. It looks pretty much just like the movies. Miles is around his chest height, but yeah, I like the way it looks. Here he is standing next to my bootleg Sentinel Peter B. Parker, and yeah, same thing. Here he is standing next to the Marvel Legends Into the Spider-Verse Gwen Stacy, and this figure's alright, but I could probably use an upgrade. And then for some comic Spidey action, here he is standing next to the Renew Your Vows Spider-Man. And lastly, this figure is just really great. He took a long time for me to make. It was probably like somewhere around 4 months. But it was definitely worth it. I love this guy so much. He is just probably the best custom I've ever made, honestly. And he is one of the best customs of $20.99 in my opinion that I've seen. And it's just a pleasure to finally have him now finished. But let me know what you guys think about him. I know a lot of people across most social medias love this guy and watching the process, which he's actually my most liked post on Instagram, so thank you guys so much for that. But yeah, let me know your guys' thoughts on him and whether I should update him with some more accessories or different details or such and such. Yeah, just leave your thoughts and comments in the comment section below. And well, that concludes today's video, guys. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and tune in next time. Peace.